Tuesday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Today marks the first day of operations for the Marikina and Antipolo stations of the LRT Line 2. Let's get more details from Gerard de la Peña, who is now reporting live from the Antipolo station. Gerard, good afternoon. What are you seeing? How's the situation over there?
Charles, today is the first day of operations of the two new stations of the LRT Line 2, where passengers complained of some inconveniences. The operation started at around 4:30 in the morning, where the Light Rail Administration or LRTA noted good demand. Some passengers that we talked to said this is very convenient as they don't have to take another ride coming from Santolan, going to Marikina or Antipolo. The LRTA also doesn't charge additional fares for now for the Santolan to Marikina or Antipolo leg of the trip. But problems arose come rush hour. Lines got long at the stations due to passenger volume. LRTA spokesman Attorney Hernando Cabrera said there is only one train that shuttles passengers between Santolan and Antipolo. This would mean that passengers from Antipolo and Marikina will have to get off at Santolan and board another train that would take them to their destination. Trains can't go straight as signaling systems aren't integrated as of yet. That's why some passengers opted to just get off the station and take other modes of transportation, as they were told that waiting time at the platform could take about 20 to 30 minutes. The LRTA also said headway or interval between trains in other stations could be as long as 10 minutes, as there are only 5 trains running between Santolan and Recto, and there must be at least 10 to maintain a headway of 5 minutes. Cabrera said refurbished trains are slated to arrive sometime next year, while new trains are expected to arrive in about 3 years. Just to manage the public's expectation, this scenario could drag on for the next 2 weeks. So commuters who opt to take these stations should be here early to avoid any inconveniences. Charles.
Thanks for those updates. That was Gerard de la Peña reporting live from the LRT-2 Antipolo station. Local businesses near Taal are feeling the impact of the volcano's unrest on their operations. That's despite some tourists still choosing to visit nearby areas amid Taal's heightened activity. JC Cosico with the report.
It's a gloomy Sunday in Tagaytay City, but despite the threat of Taal volcano's unrest, some tourists are still visiting popular sites to enjoy the cool weather. Cyclist Jomar Cruz and his friends from Laguna stopped at a roadside to see the volcano, which remains under alert level 3.
Umakit lang kami rito para may exercise. Monitor naman namin sa balita na kaya hindi pa naman siya ganun ang pagputok niya.
Few guests were also seen at the picnic grove. Among those who are spending the day here are Jo Marie Adriano and his girlfriend. They traveled from Caloocan City to celebrate their 6th anniversary.
Maganda kasi yung view rito yung view.
Ano pa po sir?
Saka yung lamig. Syempre natatakot pero kasi anniversary kasi namin kaya na gano'n lang may lakas loob dala.
Over at the People's Park in the Sky, few vehicles were seen parked along the road, unlike in the previous weeks. Abby Napoles and her friends came all the way from Pampanga for a weekend getaway.
Kasi po, stress na sa trabaho, so nagre-relax na lang dun.
Tourist police said foot traffic is now quite low as a result of Taal's unrest.
Nabawasan na yung turista na dating umaakyat, lalo na sa mga gantong Saturday and Sunday, dapat puno na po yung aming parking dito, pati yung sa pababa. Patuloy pa rin po yung pag-alboruto ng Taal, so malaking impact po yun sa turista.
That's why food businesses in the city are incurring economic losses. Restaurant owners said there are fewer guests and some reservations for the month of July have been canceled.
Last week I would say the transition of the guests is quite fast. So pag may umupo dyan ngayon, after nila may papalit. Pero ngayon hindi na masyado. Ang contingency plan namin is just to maintain small amount of staff at the moment.
The local hotel industry is also taking a toll as some guests decided to reschedule their stay to a later date.
When they saw the video na pumuputok yung Taal volcano, many of our guests called us to inquire about what's happening. So upon explaining naman, some of them just moved the booking to another date, but there were very, very few cancellations naman.
Among those reeling with the impact of the Taal's unrest are small pasalubong vendors like Jenny Laurel.
Sobrang tumal po. Yung iba nga po nabulok na eh.
Na?
Yung mga, yan, ganyan, yung mga pinya.
Mga pinya.
Pinya saging. Ngayon talaga sobra as in lugi.
They all hope the situation will soon go back to normal. In the meantime, tourist police said they are ready for evacuation should Taal's volcanic activity intensify. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
Tropical depression Emong has maintained its strength as it continues to move closer towards the area of Batanes and the Babuyan group of islands. Because of this, tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 remains raised over Batanes, the northeastern portion of Cagayan, as well as the Babuyan Islands. Tropical depression Emong was last spotted 315 kilometers east of Apari, Cagayan, and it is expected to continue moving northeast until tonight and may possibly make landfall over the Batanes-Babuyan area. Emong's intensification into a tropical storm is still likely within the next 12 hours, and it may also exit the Philippine area of responsibility by tomorrow morning. On the other hand, the low-pressure area that was bringing rain over parts of the country over the weekend has already exited the PAR. Despite this, Pag-asa will continue to monitor the LPA's movements due to its effects on the southwest monsoon. In world news, Pope Francis was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital on Sunday for scheduled intestinal surgery. This is the first time that the Pope has been hospitalized since his election back in 2013. The Vatican says the 84-year-old pontiff went under surgery for an intestinal condition that causes abdominal pain and tends to affect older people. Just several hours before his surgery, the Pope appeared to be in fine health when he addressed thousands of people at St. Peter's Square for his Sunday blessing. The Vatican says the Pope responded well to the surgery, but did not give further details on how long he will stay in the hospital. Driverless robo-taxis are now operational in Shenzhen, China. Could this be the future of public transportation? Let's watch this video from Bloomberg.
So we are right now at this location, so we are going to go to this location. And now we can call for a car, and now it's coming.
It's this one right here. It's going to have to make a U, the slowest U on record. I'm just kidding.
Going to the robotaxi right now. There's no driver inside, and I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit nervous. Should I be, Professor X? Should I be nervous?
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just pushing this button to open the door.
Press this button here. Okay.
What do I do next?
It's actually very simple. We have this main screen for operation.
Right.
The first step is we are going to entering the last 4 digits of your smartphone.
Okay.
And remind us to close the door and also fasten the seatbelt. And now I push the go button, and then we can go.
Whoa.
Then the car drives itself now.
Okay.
And right in front of us, there's a truck waiting for the traffic light. So we'll wait for that as well. And the car is fully self-driving.
You know, I have to admit that I never thought I would see the day that I would be in a car that's actually driving around the streets of a city with no driver. And so far, like, I don't feel particularly nervous.
Oh, that's a truck that illegally.
Oh,
wow.
Wow, that's good.
Okay.
That's excellent. I'm very impressed. That was pretty. He just cut in front of us. That's excellent. That's excellent. I'm really impressed. I mean, obviously, we're not going too fast, and we're in a district of Shenzhen where there's not a lot of people. This is more of an industrial suburb, but nevertheless, I don't see why this couldn't work in downtown Shenzhen at some point. Okay, make a U-turn here.
Yeah, make a U-turn.
All right. You know, he makes a better U-turn than me. Over here. All right. We're back here safe and sound.
I gotta say, it was a lot smoother and a lot safer than I thought. And best of all, I don't have to give the taxi driver a tip. Bye.
And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us later at 1 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.